Hello parents, youth workers. This is Pastor Scott Archdeacon with the First Christian Church here in Colorado City, Texas. And I want to give you a tool that you can use to talk to your youth about everyday issues in their lives and how they're living their lives. And one of the things I've realized talking to a lot of young college students and the youth is they always tell me the same story. A lot of them tell me the same story, that as they go to church as a child, as a youth, they would be a Christian at church around their family, and yet then when they would get around their friends, they'd go to parties, they'd do other things that aren't quite Christian-like. They would have their faith at youth groups and at church services. And then when they left their faith there at the church building. And I think this is one of those things that we can all work on as individuals, that we compartmentalize our faith into just one aspect of our life instead of allowing it to be penetrated into every compartment of our life. And so as we're talking to our youth about this, perhaps one of the things you should think about is some stories that you have, some examples from your life that you failed to have faith in every aspect of your life. Let them know that it's not just a youth issue, it's a Christian issue. And there's several Bible verses you can go to have a Bible study about this. The one I'm going to talk specifically about today is Isaiah chapter 1, verses 10 through 17. But there are other ones. There's Amos chapter 2, verses 6 through 11 would be good. Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. James chapter 1, verses 20 through 22 to 27. And don't worry about writing all those down. If you look at the bottom of this video in the description section, you're going to have that list that you can go to and look on your own. But you can see it's not just in the New Testament, it's not just in the Old Testament, but it's throughout Scripture that we see that our worship has to be more than 1, 2, 3 hours a week. It has to be a lifestyle. And in Isaiah chapter 1, verses 10 through 17, essentially that's what Isaiah is getting at. God is speaking at this point, and He calls Judah. He calls God's chosen people. God says, hey, you're like Sodom. You're like Gomorrah. Listen to me. You've been doing all these sacrifices. You've been honoring the Sabbath, and yet you're failing because you are oppressing other people. You're not living like you're supposed to. You're not living like God's chosen people outside of the religious observances of these holidays, of these sacrifices, and you need to do better. I don't care about your sacrifices, God says. He says, I've smelt too many dead calves. I've smelt too many dead bulls. These things mean nothing to me if your life is not a sacrifice. If it's just this action that you're doing to please God, that's not good enough. It has to be throughout your life. And he ends Isaiah, the last part that I was talking about. Listen to what verses 16 and 17 say. Wash yourselves, make yourselves clean. Remove the evil of your deeds from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good. Seek justice. Correct oppression. Bring justice to the fatherless. Plead the widow's cause. And so we see where this needs to be a lifelong sacrifice. Our lives, our worship should be all of these things throughout our entire lives. We need to change how we use the word worship. Worship is not just done 1, 2, 3 hours a week. Worship is a lifestyle. And so as you're talking to your teens about this, Think of times in your life where your lifestyle has not been worship to God. Let them know those times and invite them to tell stories about times in their lives perhaps their life has not been worship to God. This can be a really growing time for you and them. And you will all watching this video will be in my prayers as you talk to the next generation of Christians about how to live a godly life. Again, my name's Pastor Scott Archdeacon of the First Christian Church in Colorado City, Texas. If you visit our Facebook page, which there is a link in the description section, if you visit our Facebook page, you're going to find more videos like this. You're going to find our sermons. You're going to find book reviews and a lot of encouraging posts. And so I'd encourage you, if you enjoyed this video, go find more of them or email or Facebook message our church, and we will send you links to more messages like this. May God bless you as you talk with your youth about godly living, about how to walk with God.